What is up, dudes? It's your boy Andy the Nomad, and today I want to talk about how I paid off basically $10,000 of credit card debt, right? So, there's a lot of people, especially now, 2024 and going forward, a lot of people are in debt. They're struggling financially, they're scared of losing their job. And as far as the current economic situation, what I want to say, my advice is keep your job, okay? don't I say do not jump into another job opportunity until you save up at least like 3 months worth of your own rent, right? At least so if your rent is 1,500, you should have almost $5,000 in savings, right? um, if you cannot save money, like one of the best ways to save money is to lower your rent. And to lower your rent, one of the best ways to do that is to move back with your parents. Okay? Absolutely no shame. If that's what's gonna take for you to save a couple of $1,000s, move back home. Tell your parents, hey, can I sleep in the basement? Can I sleep in the attic? I'll sleep in the couch. Get some roommates, get you and your buddies, rent an apartment, split the rent in two, three people. Yeah. So do whatever it is that you got to do. Rent a room. I mean, you can go to Craigslist, you can go online and look at room rentals, right? You can look at people that are renting a room for like $600. That's basically what I did, and that will help you save a lot of money. So the best way to save money is to lower your rent, try to lower your bills, get rid of some of the things that you've been paying for. I know there's even people living in their cars, but anyways, that's just my advice for the current economic situation. Now, um, how did I pay off $10,000 in credit card debt? It happened during the pandemic, right? So during the pandemic, a lot of people during the pandemic, a lot of people couldn't go out. Right? We couldn't go outside. You had to stay indoors. And I also, my company started working from home, right? So we had the whole work from home thing happening, and that was really good. That was, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed working from home. I didn't have to deal with people in the office, and and basically, since I was not going out anywhere, I was not couldn't hang out with friends, lockdown, all that stuff. The only thing I did was really go for a run at the park, exercise, and the money that I made. And by the way, I was not working like a fancy job like in California, Silicon Valley or something. I was just working like a regular office job. It was an office job, right? Making like 17, $16 an hour at the time. And all that I did was the money that I made was for rent. I had rented a room, so I was not paying like thousands of dollars in rent. I rented a room, and basically for $650. The rest of my money went from, after I paid the rent, the rest of my money went to food, bills, and credit card. I will make $500, $600, $700 payments on credit card. So it was just credit card, credit card, credit card, credit card, credit card, credit card. Everything I like, and if I made extra money, credit card. I would drive with Uber and Lyft, credit card. And I paid, the pandemic started in March 2020, and we were in basically lasted all the way from 2020 all the way to like the very end of 2021, so like 2 years. But in 1 year, I paid it off. A lot of people, they're drowning in debt. They're drowning in student loan debt, car loans, whatever, and they don't have their priorities straight. They think, oh, well, I'm in debt, but I should still go out and have fun. What? Look, if you want to, because the whole point of getting out of debt is to have freedom. If you want to be free, you got to do the hard work now. You got to do what's difficult right now in this moment, right? So you have to take the time. You have to build that mentality and say, look, I'm broke, I'm in debt. I'm gonna spend the next 365 days paying off this thing, whether if it's your credit card or whatever loan. I'm gonna spend this time basically paying off my entire debt. And all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna eat rice, potatoes, chicken, maybe some ramen soups. And I'm not gonna go do anything fancy. I'm not gonna go out to eat. I'm just gonna go for a run at the park. I'm gonna take my bike. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna hang out at my friend's house and play some video games. Or if you like playing video games, there's like cheap options. You can buy video games on Steam for cheap if you're a PC gamer. But if you are in debt, if you are in deep in a hole like I was, get your priorities straight. Okay, most of the money that you're making should go to rent, bills, food, and your debt. Until you paid off your debt, no fun. And that's the problem with a lot of people. They can't handle it. They can't, well, I can't just not have fun. Well, to be more specific, you cannot do the big fun things that you want to do, like going to concerts, traveling, going overseas, doing those long trips, going to the city and just balling, spending in the city. You know what I mean? Buying, you know, super fancy high tech, you know, buying the next iPhone, the next smartphone, the next whatever. And one of the mindsets that has helped me reserve my money, to keep my money, is to understand that society, especially in America, society is trying to take your money. When you buy something, there's taxes on that. When you sell something, there's taxes on that. There's taxes pretty much on everything. You have a house, there's property tax. You have a car, there's car tax. You know, you have to do your taxes every year. And then let's say when you're driving, you have to go to the tolls. You know, like when you're crossing states, you have to go to the tolls, right? And there's a charge for everything. Everybody's trying to charge you. Everybody's trying to take your money. I mean, even video games now, there's like live service games that are free, but then if you want to do more, you got to pay money to get like new stuff in the video game. So you need to get into the mindset, get into the mentality. Society is trying to take my money, and I have to do the best that I can to keep my money. So I know there's people that they just said, hey, you know, they called up their buddy, hey, can I sleep on your couch for like 3 months? Right? Do that. If that's what it takes, do it. And that is the mentality that I used to pay off $10,000 in 1 year. So do what you got to do. When you get that tax refund in February or March, that tax refund is going to your debt to pay off your debt. One of the great things about the lockdown is that because there was nothing to do, it was the perfect time to just cut off everything, right? Just pay off everything and set myself free. That was a perfect time. So kind of use that COVID-19 or like that lockdown pandemic mentality and say, my focus this year is paying this thing off. Until it's paid off, I'm not going on that fancy trip to Hawaii or whatever it is that you wanted to do. Anyways, I'm going to leave it here. This is very simple. It just takes a lot of discipline, a lot of, I don't want to say motivation, but a lot of discipline and priorities, setting your priorities straight. So, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, like the video, hit the notification bell, comment below, tell me what you think. Share in the comments what's it like, what kind of financial problems you're having. And I'm gonna make more videos like this. This is your boy Andy the Nomad, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed.